brought to you by Bethel School of Technology. Learn more at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman. Let's get to this here. Boy, the landscape is now completely shifted back, it appears. This is a USA Today article, and fascinating stuff. Headline, want to work from home? A hefty paycheck may be out of reach as high-wage remote jobs fade. So I didn't even plan to go on that little riff, but okay, let's go right back to what I just said. At the end of the day, everything that my content is about is that I want to help you get better so your paycheck will get bigger. That's it. That's what I do as a professional. That's it. That's my mission, and do it lots of ways. And so here we go. If you want your paycheck to get bigger, on some level, you're going to have to realize that remote work is going to limit you. You say, oh, Ken, you are crazy. By the way, I cannot wait. Actually, that's a lie. I never look at the comments. If they put this clip on Instagram, there will be some people that will just really be pissy. Because they think I hate remote work. By the way, I do not. Couldn't care less whether you work remote, you work on Mars. I don't care. That's between you and your leader. All right? So let's just be clear. I don't care where you work. I really don't. You could eat Rocky Road ice cream and work in your underwear all day long. If you're killing it and you're happy, woohoo, I'm your guy. All right. So, but I can tell you, some of you are going, oh, Ken, you know what you're talking about. I love when you folks say that, because I got news for you. I always know what I'm talking about. Always. Because of the data. We're going to get to that. Hang on. That's a tease for those of you that are being cynical about the fact that the ability to make a lot of money in a remote job is going away. Some of you are going, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, hang on, Sparky. We'll get there. Here we go. Ladders is a work website. I've written articles for them before. Here's what they found. They looked at over 500,000 jobs posted in the last year. And they found that remote and hybrid jobs paying at least $250,000 a year plummeted by 95% and 60%. In other words, remote jobs paying at least $250,000 a year evaporated essentially by 95%. And then hybrid jobs, sometime at home, sometime in the office, paying $250,000 a year, plummeted by 60%. Only 4% of these $250,000 jobs are fully remote. Why? Very simple. Leaders and managers prefer to be able to see the people they're leading. Makes total sense to me. I always bring things back to coaching because I think leadership is coaching. So I bring everything back to athletics and sports. You don't have to like sports to understand this, but how many of you think it would make sense for a college coach, a professional coach, any sport, to be okay with a hybrid situation? I'll tell you what, you all practice these drills on your own this week, and we'll see you Saturday morning for the game. Come on. Everybody's already laughing. How stupid would that be? All right, here's what we're going to do, guys. Do all the weightlifting on your own. Home gym, we cut a couple deals with Bodyplex, and I'm making that up. I don't know if that's a gym. Golds. Guys, hey, here's what. Can you imagine Nick Saban? Hey, guys, here's the deal. Do weight training on your own. All right? Weight training on your own. And we'll do a couple walkthroughs this week. And we'll see you for the Auburn game. Be great. I mean, how stupid is that? Well, some of you think I'm being absurd. I think that's a very similar parallel. Nick Saban wants to see your butt in the weight room doing the squats. You know? So, anyway, here we go. Here's the reasons why companies are demanding workers return. They think that remote work hinders innovation, cohesion among workers, and the ability for leaders to mentor younger workers. And I agree. 90% of 1,000 companies surveyed by Resume Builder last August expected to return to offices by the end of this year. So some of you going, oh, Ken, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do. The data is right here. Right here. 8 of the top 10 jobs that pay at least $250,000 a year are positions in the medical field, like primary care physicians, medical directors, dentists, surgeons, veterinarians. And so we need to understand that not only are these positions required that you're in there, okay, also understand that it takes a lot to get there. All right? Not only do you have to be there, it takes a lot to get there. So I'm just painting a picture here for those of you who go, oh, I'm going to make a lot of money in a remote job. Some of you will. Yes. Some of you will. But it's a very small percentage of you. And that's my point. A very small percentage of you. The remaining 2 non-medical related careers where you can make $250,000 a year are a software engineer and a CFO. But again, both of those jobs can in fact require you come in, even the software engineer. More and more companies just say, we want you in, at least some of the time. But I can tell you right now, the CFO, you got to be there. And it takes a lot to get there. So here's my point. I'm not anti-remote work. Having a little bit of fun with this today, but I am pointing out here that the data says we have gone from a complete, everybody was at home during the pandemic, and a lot of people thought this is great. Work for me has changed for the rest of my life. But I'm telling you, I gave you the facts today. The amount of jobs listed that are fully remote and hybrid have shrunk tremendously. The pendulum has swung back. The American work culture says we want you in the office. And so my theme here is I want you to make as much money as possible. And what I'm telling you is if you are holding out on the really great income that is attached to fully remote work, you are essentially now beginning to enter into the job lottery situation. It is shrinking by the day. If it changes, I'll let you know. But until then, might be time to put the sweatpants up and start revisiting your dry cleaner. This is the Ken Coleman Show. Launch your tech career today at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman.